G-Mesh Chicago sent me too.
It's off. No, it's G-Mesh Chicago. I'm off. I'm on YouTube here. You just close it. She'll be done in a second. Give us 1 second. We're gonna check the audio and video. Okay, we good. Everybody else is cool.
Yeah.
Our page is good to roll.
Check your cameras, make sure
Okay,
no.
all right, hey, shalom. We have the brothers of the Great Millstone, the branch in Chicago here. Now, first and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
double honors into the apostles, double honors into the elder bishops. Salutations to all our fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. To the scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners among the heathens, that look like the heathens, and to the Aquaf that are listening and learning, give a sincere shalom. Somebody immediately on deck get Isaiah 32:9 through like 12. And get the Zechariah 13. I got 2/3 scripture because these 2/3 men and women are about to, the elect, the hopeful elect about to go through. This is gonna be even worse for you turdians, you two turds. That's right. All right. And if you would, just to set the mood, let's play that video first, just to get people in the mindset of what we're dealing with women here. And these are not just Negro women. These are, all the women in the West. All these women are plagued. The snow too. Brothers big up in the snow. The snow there's a lot. It's a lot. I can understand why some brothers want to deal with it, but. The snow ain't shit either, man. None of these women are really are in order, man.
Bring it out.
These women are not going to be in order until we're in our power. Literally, no matter how much they know or attempt to understand, how many shaloms they say and how many they cover their head up, and them are some of the worst ones that I keep finding out, man. That'd be some of the worst ones.
I read about it.
So. But they're about to find out the hard way, man. But real quick, I understand why some of these brothers are going for their passports. I get it. I can't even be mad at it. But go ahead, play it, brother. Pop the shot.
You check with
like 300 guys.
Damn. Biggest cake.
I like getting fruit ate out of my ass.
What's when you book this for spring break?
To tonight. One time I got a chicken wing stuck up my vagina.
What do you bring to the table?
I'm hot and white.
What's something that you never told your dad?
Do you think whole phases are necessary?
Yes. I'm in that. So yeah. My dad doesn't know that I'm a giant whore.
What is your this confession?
Okay, so last night I had a guy over and then I had another guy over and then I 5 minutes after.
My most viral one was like my no jumper clip where I talked about 50 guys in one night.
If a guy makes me out when I'm on my period, I'll respect him more.
Sometimes it is what it is. I have gotten strep 5 times from licking my own poop off of people.
I'm positive for type 1 and type 2 herpes. It's not like too big of a deal, I think.
Somebody give Proverbs, she wipe with her mouth.
Yeah.
So this is what men in the West.
Like 300 guys.
She 300 guys. All right. Yeah, man. This is.
And take note. This is part 3.
Right.
There's much more of the same type of shit.
There's 2 more parts.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, somebody can go on one of them fancy phones and find the rest. But we'll bring out those scriptures, Bobby.
Yeah, you gotta understand too why you got a lot of men out there don't even want to be with these women. Period.
Yeah.
They disgusting, man.
This Proverbs 30:20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness.
Right. That woman said that she had, herpes. And that it's not that big of a deal. And she's young. That woman's probably barely 25 if she's even that.
Right.
So, we're toxic.
Right, we're toxic.
Right. You want that Isaiah 32?
Bobby shot.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 32,
verse 9.
Hey, read one real quick.
Yes, sir. This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 1. It says, Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment.
All right, and so Elder Malcolm made the statement then, these women will get right once the our roots, well, Yahweh Shai's rulership is set up, man, which is our kingdom. That's when women are going to get right, man. They're gonna, and what happens when this kingdom is established? This place will be overturned, turned upside down.
Right.
And these bitches will be humbled, man.
Yep.
And it started. It's already started, man. You know,
Just like the scripture says, thy people shall be willing in the day
They're
of
right.
thy power.
Right.
So right now they're willing to be like Esau, Edom,
And the
do
wickedness.
all this wickedness because the wicked is in power.
Come.
And they want favor from the wicked, and simply they're just rolling with the lust of their flesh. Right? And it says how, it dwelleth no good thing, right? In the flesh, right? So
Yeah,
let's
women
jump.
follow power, man.
That's it.
That's all it boils down to. As the ruler is, so are the people.
That's it. And it don't matter if the ruler is the righteous or the wicked. And just so happened right now that Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked right now. And so they be just like him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So this is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. It says, Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech.
That's right.
Many days
It's like they're not listening to the Most High, how about Shemel, they listen to themselves and they listen to Esau, their pet, or they're the pet of Esau.
They're listening to Kim Kardashian.
Yes.
Come.
Right? That's what they're listening to. The Kardashian women are a model for many of these American women to follow. And all they do is really follow. And it's like you took the four women that was on that very promiscuous show, Sex in the City. And that mentality has become
The norm.
The normal, and the measurement was women measure themselves up to.
Yeah, Cardi B bitch too.
Come.
They worship Cardi B, and all her stuff. And she's one of the biggest hypocrites because she's been popped off many times telling bitches to be one way, but then her guys saying you ain't doing that shit at the crib. So all you bitches about to get.
I got a scripture.
Well, let them finish.
Okay. So going back to this Isaiah 32 and 10, it says, Many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease.
But the nigga woman, Latina woman, Native American woman are the most at ease, cool, not worried about shit. Anytime of trouble, they call 911. They got about 5 baby daddies. They got link. They got welfare. They got all these subsidies and entitlements. They literally did you show me the picture of that one girl, the fat girl? She said, and she gave her prerequisites on if you have a problem with hitting me, is maybe because you ain't got something to work with. What?
Yeah, she said, this girl that went to school with me, she's on the ground and she's big as hell.
I mean, big.
And she said if you got a problem with her, men only don't want to deal with women that like her because they ain't got the equipment to deal with it. It's like, nah, the equipment just don't want to work for you.
There you go. Hey.
You don't do it for them.
Come.
Right? And the way of this westernized mindset right now is that
Lizzo.
Right. And you're good however you are. Forget about working on yourself. Forget about doing better. Going to work out, doing better for your health. Forget about any of that. Just as I am.
No, they actually had they said that he said women, he's like, if Lizzo's so beautiful, why do women get mad when they compare them and they tell them that they look like Lizzo? Because basically they're hypocrites.
Right.
She's beautiful, like, hey girl, you look like Lizzo. Like,
oh, absolutely.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like these bitches are hypocrites. That's supposed to be a symbol of beauty. And yet, if you tell some girl she looks like Lizzo, she'll take offense to it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And not just women, all these people a bunch of hypocrites.
Yes.
Yes.
All of them, man.
Yep.
That's of this world, man.
Yep.
This is Sarah.
So,
He's still reading, bro.
My bad.
going back to Isaiah 32 and 11, it says, Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones.
So I get that ease and all that. Esau gave you away out of everything, man. We got women's shelters. And not because you abuse, you just can decide you want to leave your man, go play a whore, you go to a women's shelter. All right, they give you Section 8. Like when the pandemic happened, they bump, they bump people off the list to put the new women on there. Say as a dudes that was on hard times, they put you women right on there and put you above them.
Men don't really have a place of refuge to go through if they've been abused by their wives.
Which happens a lot. Yeah.
Which happens a lot. They don't have a place to run to. Men are protected the same. The family court system is very biased and imbalanced because it really everything is in the favor of the woman. Even women who are actually forced to pay Title 4D illegal child support, and it is. Their payments are always lesser than what men have to do.
Oh yeah, and even men get like the Eva bitch, the top model.
Right.
She her husband that she just left, he has to pay child support for not just his kids with her, but the kids she already had with somebody else.
That's fucked up.
You gotta pay child support.
You see what I mean? So that's a whole other thing. Real quick, brother, hold that thought. Don't lose it. This is Ecclesiastes 7. And 7, it says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. So we're knowing these things, we get mad. A wise man get mad, and then all these gifts that have been given to both these 2/3 men and women. All right, they're getting all this support and aid from the government, and even the celebrities. They're trying to keep their positions that hear the truth, know of the truth, but won't speak on it. All right, like how Jill Scott tried to recant the meaning of her song.
Yeah,
why? Because she wanted to retain those goodies. So a gift truly destroyeth the heart. He says, but better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. So better is going to be the ending of this wicked place than its beginning. That's for sure. Exactly.
No, it was something you were saying, when y'all was talking about how evil these women is. It was a dude, he was married to his woman for like I think a good 7 years, but he kept feeling like, man, something wrong with her. She tried to kill me, so he ended up divorcing her, got rid of her, and then the next dude she ended up getting with, she ended up putting him to death, killing him in his sleep.
That demon was on
like 10 years for him. So his spirit was like, he like, man, this woman was
get the fuck out of here.
Hell for all these years, and he like, and look to be known, she just killed that new boyfriend.
Right. So the Lord spared him from that.
Absolutely.
He actually caught a blessing by removing her from his life.
Yeah.
So,
and all these goodies are gonna dry. It's drying up. All right, these different programs, they're not hitting the same for you women, man. Even just the fact that these men are becoming the passport bros, that's income. Because these bitches use men for income. All right, they got a man for the phone bill, a man for the rent, a man for the car note, a man for the groceries. It's really fucked up.
And
right?
they got a man to
ride them out.
To finish off their sexual desires.
Absolutely.
They got all the men for that.
But it's always one that they like more than the other. So that's typically why. And he usually want to treat it like shit.
Right.
So that's the one they keep around in most cases.
So going back to this Isaiah 32:11, it says, tremble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats.
Yeah, they can lament for it.
Yeah, but you'll be lamenting for the hot country curls, your fucking pickle with the peppermint stick in it, your goddamn crab legs, your goddamn lobster, your catfish. You'll be lamenting for all.
No more scrimps.
No more scrimps.
But then even your essentials. See, you able to get your essentials off your different little EBTs and your Wix and your subsidized housing and the Section 8s and the, what have yous and all the government assistance.
No Kotex.
And I'm talking essentials, not just, but this see, what the elders just name all the crunchy curl, all that. That's not a essential right there. You know what I'm saying? But the actual essentials, even when it comes to, pads.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Because that blood goes stank.
Man, and just all kind of things. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a done deal. See, and you were at ease and thought that this devil was over for you. All right, so you're gonna find out real soon.
They already started a little bit, man. It's social media shows you one thing, and what's happening to these bitches is totally different. All right, you got a lot of bitches, they living in motels. Hey, look, I was looking for some shit before I moved to the crib over here. So I was on the Zoom for the court shit. I was on the Zoom for the court shit, the eviction shit. And there's so many bitches getting evicted. Shit. It's backed up. They talking about Chicago. It's rough. These bitches are losing right now, man. They hurt. They living in motels, which is crazy because you spending more money now.
Yes.
They bouncing. They trying to find different deals. This motel there. I'm going to this one. This one is charging $50 a day. Or this one is charging this much. Like it's really fucked up out here.
Good.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, these bitches really now see what they once was doing as what they thought was they was doing it out of free will, going to do dicks to get the money for whatever they wanted to get. Now they're forced to do this thing. Now they gotta go ahead and blow that rod to go get some damn food for their baby.
And when they had a man that they were doing that for actually cared for him, they didn't want him.
They want him, absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
And now, or they get rid of him, and now they go get in another relationship, and to try to start all over again, and to do the same shit you was complaining about, you right back in the same situation, except that this dude don't even care about you.
Yeah, he already got burnt the last relationship, so he like, fuck you, man.
So it really...
Because the love of men is waxing cold. The Most High is putting that manly spirit back in men, little by little. You still got your simps out there, but the Most High, the more these women keep doing this nonsense, why did Kevin Samuels get so big? All right, why did Fit and Fresh or all these other guys? Because men are getting sick and tired of being sick and tired of this shit.
Yeah, black bitches out here trying to blow around for $20.
Yes.
Well, now it's rough out here for the
Right. And for a long time they did it. When the nigga woman had money and went on these trips and dealt with them dudes, the rent-a-dread and all that. See, it wasn't a problem because they were still getting dealt with. Now that this is still occurring and they ain't getting that rod, they're double salty, man. Yeah. That's why because it's basically just them being hurt that nobody has patience for them.
That's why they're all over the date sites getting rejected and nobody's getting swiped left on. Man, right? Nobody wants to deal with it.
And what the scripture say, Ecclesiastes 26:6, but a grieveful heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and a scourge of the tongue which communicate with all. Women are the most selfish creatures on the planet. Now I was watching.
You know what, brother? You're so right. Like I was telling you about that whole date you app. You know, I've never been on a date app ever in my life.
Bring it out.
Recently, you know how stuff pop up, and I just started pushing buttons, and then it got to like, damn, like, I was like, oh shit, they want a credit card shit. I was like, oh, I ain't doing this shit, and I hit it, but I don't know what happened. You know, I'm not the most tech savvy guy, but somehow, it's not even my name. It's just a blank thing. That has my one of my email accounts on it, and the literally 10, 15, 20 a day, non-stop. And most of these women are women that are middle-aged women with children, but they're all single. Some of them look horrible, some of them actually look good. But the point is, I look at them and it's like I keep getting the notices, and it's aggravating. It's actually pissing me off, right? Because we went in and I said, man, stop, but it's still coming. I still get the messages. This shit is crazy, man. And the amount of women on it is horrible. I mean, it's amazing how many women are just in the Chicago area. And so these women really are losing, man.
Yeah, they're losing so
that means that there's nobody out there for them that want to, outside of them, just get smacked. They've been told, and they've been saying that. It don't have to be serious. And then you get the ones on there to say, we have so much in common. I'm like, bitch, it ain't nothing on there. How do you know? You don't even know me. You just see a blank thing. It says new to the site, and they all just flock to it. So exactly.
And then every day I did on the dating app and went through the whole. So whatever my schematics went into the line, and then the next day there's a whole nother new here, and then you get to the end of the line. Why every day I got a whole nother 20, 50 being added daily? Every day, the women are losing.
So it's drying up in that aspect too, because men really are going their own way. And men don't want to deal with these women, man. And can you blame them? All right, did anybody ever find part 2 or 1 or 2?
I want to search what I could.
Go ahead, brother. Bring it
This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 19. It says, "Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment." So guess what? The fact that they're going to go through these things is going to be made for what? For amendment for the evil that they're doing, for them partaking in the wickedness. So it is going to dry up. All right, it says, "Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of scourges." So guess what? They're going to continue in their getting the scourges. All right, they're going to continue. It says, "Behold, victims shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case." And there's that false sense of security. Because again, when the gas prices go up, all the commodities, all your stuff, you end up having to pay more each time you have to go need it again, man. So that, I was watching in Argentina that they damn near have Spam cans in layaway, deodorant on little small bars. What? That's how bad the economy is. And it's bugged out. That's how you know Jake is idolatrous as fuck. During the World Cup, when Argentina was in it, they were going around and asking Argentinian citizens, because people were going to Argentina to get people's reaction to Argentina having a chance, right? And they're like, "Hey, what would you guys prefer? To win the World Cup or to fix inflation?" And they're like, "Oh, let's win the cup, because then it'll fix inflation." Everybody said the same fucking thing, bro. All these people are so retarded that they basically were like, "Look, bro, let's win in the field, and then we'll all feel better about having fucking Spam on layaway." This shit bugged out. Like the Spam is like the deodorant where it got a lock to it.
Right.
The Spam can is in the the dollar store where they put the shit for
where they lock it up like liquor.
Yes, a deodorant, a half a deodorant
that's
stick.
crazy.
And these people still they're getting scourged financially.
They doing the ice cream like that too. I just saw it today.
Damn.
They putting the locks on the ice cream.
Yeah, and the products, the alarm thing. Yeah.
Because you had nigga women going in there licking it and putting it back in there.
Oh yeah. Wow.
They were showing you, they would go to Walmart, lick the ice cream,
Oh yeah, but
stick their finger in it, and then put it back
these
in there.
motherfuckers is stealing the ice cream, though. He said they got people coming, running in, they grab like 10 of them and running out.
Yeah.
They so fucking through, they can't even afford the damn Haagen-Dazs.
Wow.
Yes.
Right.
Well, I mean, I can see Haagen-Dazs.
No,
I got scripture for you.
But you can get some Ben and Jerry's, dog.
Hey, as the scripture says, never trust thine enemy, man. And this is what our people are doing, and they're trusting the basically the mindsets and the molding that the wicked is doing to our people. They're giving them credence, all right, and not knowing their ultimate agenda, man. And so here it is. They take a hold of these mindsets and it just flip everything upside down. That's why the scripture says how that the foundations of the earth are out of course, and all this madness and chaos and wickedness and like I always say, rape, rob, murder, death, kill, wars, envy. It stems from these mindsets, but they love to have it so.
I like you like a video with Dr. Umar.
Send it to
Okay,
this old time, bro. 65.
It was
3 kids. You still trying to be out there?
Hey, look, God is a universal term.
I got
They can
scripture
all
for you.
be one of them.
There was a video with Dr. Umar talking about this bullcrap saying, you talking about you basically get women in your neighborhood raising their kids and they've been doing it for 50 years, but now you men want to be mad and all this bullcrap. But you got to understand where it stems back from what Esau Edom did. See, Dr. Umar, he a bitch, man. I think he really just a sellout.
He's
Absolutely.
controlled opposition.
No.
He's controlled opposition because he's very effeminate.
Yeah.
He's extremely effeminate. He's not masculine at all.
Right.
And he's very pro-woman.
Right.
He's very pro-woman, and then he doesn't acknowledge a lot. He acknowledges some things in some history, but he doesn't acknowledge what was done to the purpose. What's the word that I'm looking for when they take your balls away?
Castration.
So castration, financial and social castration of so-called black men in America. All right, exactly. He don't acknowledge that. Like these men are just this way because all these men that are all messed up and violent and walking around with their pants hanging off their
Raised by their mamas.
They were raised by them same single women that he's trying to defend.
Hello.
In turn, you know, because why? Because the men were not, and that shit started actually in the '60s, man.
Yep.
I'm from the first generation of children that were the result of that, and so now everyone in my age and up to now, they have repeated the cycle, and it's only gotten worse.
Come.
And what's crazy is I remember him saying this, man. I'm pretty sure it was him. He was talking about what happened. It was feminism. The woman left the man.
Yep.
So how do you in turn now blame the man for the woman leaving the man?
Exactly.
He went to the numbers before how black marriages. I'm 100% sure it was him. He went to the numbers how black marriages was still pretty high.
Yeah,
even doing slavery, even doing after slavery up until feminism.
Kevin Samuels go through that.
He went through it though. You know, he explained it.
He was
so
in the
what
Breakfast
changed?
Club doing that.
Right.
Breakfast Club.
So when did it change?
Yeah.
When the woman decided to follow after, like y'all can say Esau's fucking formula, and that was full with death, man. My own mama asked her, because I didn't meet my father for like the first 3 years of my life. I remember when I first met that side of the family. I asked her why did it take so long. He ended up passing away after me just being around him for a few years. And she told me it wasn't nothing he did. She literally told me it wasn't nothing he did. She was listening to her mother and her sister, my auntie, and the narrative that basically America pushed out.
Don't need no man.
She can do it by herself. Right. She said now she look back to regret it.
Right.
She flat out told me that was a narrative they pushed.
Yep.
Esau pushed this shit out there and you niggas ate it up.
Come.
Point blank period. That's all what it boils down to, man. And now look at you. You fucked. Now look at you. You as much as you like to say you don't need a man, everything you do is to get everything you get is acquired by a man. That's why you said a man needs to make this amount of money. A man because you know you need a man.
Right.
But you're just fucking proud. You can't even put in your mind that you really say you need a fucking man. You goofy.
They push that shit in the commercials even, man. Some of y'all might be old enough to remember that. I can fry up the bacon, put it in a pan, and never let him forget that he a man. And all this other kind of shit.
Those commercials.
Yeah.
Because I'm a woman.
I'm a woman.
Right,
they made her to a superwoman.
Never let him forget he's a man. I
Right.
remember that.
Yeah,
I think it was something about shaving their legs.
Yeah, absolutely. Some neat commercials and shit. Yeah, but
Is there a big commercial on?
I got a scripture though. This is
they would not. That commercial would not be popular with women today.
Absolutely. But this is Sirach 20 and 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. I'm gonna jump down to 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. Like I said, that female that y'all had up on the thing, she wasn't a bad looking woman. But guess what? She said she had 300 men.
The majority of the women in that really weren't bad looking. Most of them were actually, I would probably, at least half of them were attractive. All right.
Yeah, but you find out 300.
But then you know what? You could be fine as hell, but your attitude and your ways
will fuck you up. Absolutely. I done walked with plenty of them out there.
And you know what? Thinking about that commercial that you were talking about, all those women were extremely effeminate, very attractive, and they all were talking about catering to their men.
Absolutely.
And she was saying how she could still go to work, do
all this,
but she run home
and handle all that.
The house. Yep. And how she's a woman, and that's why she can do it. And now it's the complete opposite.
Hey, them bitches crying. I need some help.
Yeah.
I need some help.
And it is because, especially with all these wealthy women that's mainly on this damn site that are complaining, because most of my clients, they got daddies. They have babies they don't even have to take care of.
Right.
They got maids.
Right.
All right. How the fuck you go look? Because I know, I'll say their names. I ain't saying their last name. Nobody know them. But Kim divorced Rick.
Okay.
Rick was, they both were independently wealthy when they hooked up. Rick increased their money to the hundreds of millions. All right. And I remember Rick used to complain to me about her. The whole time she's still trying to give me the pussy.
Wow.
Right? But I'm like, I wouldn't do that. I wasn't with all that. And I would always check her because she would talk to him certain ways, and I would tell her because they both were my clients. So when I was alone with her, and I would tell her, don't do that to him in front of me. That ain't cool. I would straight up tell her, don't do him like that. Right? But she left this dude And this dude built out because they lived in a very expensive home on State Parkway, not State Street. You know, once you cross Division, it's no longer State Street. It's State Parkway. And if you ever walk down State Parkway, right, and that building, man, and she did all that for him, and about maybe 7-8 months ago, I got a text from her. So I'm like, hey, what's up, girl? You know, we'll off the band. But she's like, you know, it's been a long time. I want to get back in shape again. Here's the pictures of my, you know, her daughter. She showed me all the pictures of her kids. I knew them all when they were little. They all grown now. And she said I'm a glam mom, like she's a
glamorous grandma.
All right. And she sent me the pictures and everything. I'm chatting with her. And she's like, yeah, we gotta go do coffee and reconnect and all that. And I'm like, I'm like, cool. I said, well, tell everybody I said hi. Tell Rick I said what's up. And then she stopped talking. Oops. You know? And then I find out she did divorce Rick.
Right.
So that'd be her third wealthy man that she married. All right? And this is what she does. And this is the same bro you heard me speak on before. The one who said, marry a Jewish guy, but fuck black guys. Whoa. That was her doctrine to all the other women. That's what she would tell.
Hey, she sound like
and her friends knew it.
Right. She sound like a Pony Express rider. Ride the motherfucking mail in, jump off the horse, jump on another horse.
Brother, that's how I got her as a client. One of my clients was actually trying to hook her up with her. I said, I got this chick I want you to meet. And she ended up becoming a client. You know, you don't do your money because once you screw your money, you'll get your money.
Right.
So I found that out very quick.
Now this is Muslim guy right here, and he did this video. It was on I think the TikTok and it made it with the gram, but it shows you what we always preaching and teaching: the silliness of these bitches and the jealousy of these women, and how by the ratio of women to men, these women are losing. All right.
Sir, you have a problem. You have in your country 7.8 million more women than men. If every man in America got married, there will be still 7.8 million women who will not be able to get husbands. And we know every man will never marry. Men get school fees for so many reasons. You know that? There are 25 million sodomites. Ooh. You call them gays. Another 25 million women can't get husbands. Then your prison population, 98% are males. Your prison population, 98% are males. I said, your problem is getting compounded. You laugh at us. I said, the laugh is on you. The laugh is on you. Marry women of your choice by 2s and 3s and 4s. But if you cannot do justice between them, marry only one.
But the point is, these women are losing.
Absolutely.
When you look at the map, if there's
that's crazy.
8 billion people on the planet, and this is approximately 6 to 2 or 72 ratio, 71 ratio, you have billions of females without a man. And that's exactly what it is, because everybody's following this Western mindset of monogamy, which is not biblical. And then women are going to say, oh, just because you want to be horny and have a bunch of, I want to be horny and have a bunch of dicks too. No, men are made up in a different set. The Lord made us up in a whole different fashion. We are not women. Women have the women set of mind. The Lord says
they bond with every man. They bond with every man that they fucking.
Well, the scriptures say a woman's heart will be, a desire will be into her man, singular.
Right.
That's why these women are so bugged out.
Yes.
Because like the image that the brother just sent me, this shit is crazy. The problem is, and you figure this is on a regular basis. This image. Hold on, let me bring this image back.
You can't show it.
Nah, I'm not gonna show it. I'm a speaker. All right. So it's basically it's a damn clock of penises. You got 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, all the way to 12. And the number 12 is the club. Number 1 is the makeup. Number 2 is the iPhone. Number 3 o'clock is clothes. 4 o'clock is the birthday. 5 o'clock is the job. That's how the 5 o'clock. That's about right.
5 o'clock.
At work husband, and you put the at work wife on the screen. All right. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Number 6 is the scratch card. Number 7 is the teacher. Number 8 is the smash call. Number 9 is the rent. Number 11 is the hair. Number 10 is the hair, and number 11 is food. So that's 12 penises, and they all pointing to the middle of the clock. And in the middle of the clock is one little kitty. All right, and and that's normal. And then, like Pop said, your science, real science, have proven that every time a woman receives DNA from a man, all right, inside of her, any way, form, or fashion, whether he's shooting it into her womb, he's shooting it into her booty hole brown, right? Or if he's shooting it into her mouth, it attaches to her brain stem. It attaches to her very spine. It attaches to that. So that's why these women are so batshit crazy, is because they got too many attachments. You are dealing with all these. When you get with a woman, she got spirits on her, and then you got them different types of sperm. So when you're dealing with a woman, all right, you're not just dealing with her. You're dealing with all the men that she's been with in the past, including the most alpha one, which is the one she tends to take on even his personality. And that's why women can actually be into you, but yet still be against you at the same time. All right? And and I heard Murph say something that become my motto, all right? And it makes life easier, all right? And that statement is that this was never your woman. Talking about my wife, the mother of my child. She ain't your, was you her first one? If not, you can't say that. This was never your woman, it was just your turn. And as long as you can embrace that fact, I don't care how much you feel about her, how many babies you didn't have with her, she ain't yours. Because other people didn't bust in her before you got there.
Absolutely.
All right?
And they're gonna bust in after you go.
When you think about that when you're spending all this money on this, when you're going to work and spending all your money on it, man. You should be spending all that time learning about your ethnicity, learning about your Lord, your Savior, your King.
That's right.
Learning about your heritage, man.
Come.
All right? Put that first. The women will come. All right? The men of the Lord going to have more women than they want.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And
You better believe that, man.
And when most sides play, like the scripture said, you said it earlier, my people will be willing in the day of
their power. And guess what? I'm gonna be an asshole.
That's right.
Come.
Because I can only imagine those that's gonna come crawling back and trying to get back into.
That's right.
And no, I see you on the other side.
You gotta go through.
But not only that, like I say this all the time, a lot of women that be on the comedy world, they're single. And they understand this already. Hey, fuck y'all, because y'all hear the men of the Lord steady complaining about these women that they dealing with, but yet you trying to wait for the Lord, or I'll wait till that time comes.
Absolutely.
Now it's that time. You need to be trying to join yourself to a man of the Lord.
They don't even know.
They don't care. Which show you that they don't fucking believe for real anyways. Me personally, I think it's gonna be just these regular average day bitches, these hoes. These
The harlot making it before the Pharisees. How much more a woman that thinks she knows she is Israelite?
Right, fuck this.
That's what it's saying. The woman is worse. If the Pharisees, if it says, who mouth must be stopped, especially with a circumcision, and it tells you that all wickedness little to wickedness of a woman. The worst man is a man who is Israelite, is a piece of shit. The worst woman is a woman who's Israelite, who's a piece of shit. It's the same way. It's gonna be a lot of harlots that's gonna be the ones waking up in America, man. A lot of these women, we're gonna be getting a bunch of fresh meat from South America, man. The northern kingdom.
Yeah. A lot of brothers
can stop hating.
And then I guess all you black only Israelites is
assed out.
What's crazy about you say that? A lot of these what's happening now, the CPD, the men are dealing with the immigrants that's coming over.
Oh yeah. Right, that was right around my old spot.
Right, and minus, but what's
which is the only reason it made the news. Because
right.
if an adult police officer, grown man is having sexual relations with a grown woman, and it's not rape, and it's not pedophilia, why would it make the news? All right, so either they're dealing with underage women according to Esau standard, or we're talking about prostitution or rape. All right, so but nevertheless, that's the only reason it will make the news. What you expect to happen? Because I've seen some of these women, thousands upon thousands of women came across that border. Some of them are fine as hell. I've been seeing them. And some of them be on Michigan Avenue downtown with their little
Yes.
all right? And a lot of them women are very attractive, right? They all downtown, you know, all right? There's some of them out there with their husbands too, but there's a lot of them that came that don't have husbands. All
Well, they looking at her.
A lot of them in the hood. We saw them on 79th when I was picking you up.
And they mixing and mingling, kicking in with you.
Yep. Heavy.
I got one real quick. It's
And the brother, you got one too.
This Isaiah 30, because really it's because our people then took hold of Esau society, and this the result of it. You know, this is Isaiah 30. I'm gonna start at 1, but the point is at 3. Woe to the rebellious children, said Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover what they're covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So now that's why you got a lot of our women out here, why we can't find a man, why our men don't want us no more. Nah, bitch, you drunk the juice.
You see on the cover where they complain, nobody protect the black women. Bitch, you said you don't need no man.
You're independent. You're independent.
The word independent means I don't need you.
You're strong and independent. Right. Why somebody got to protect you? You strong and independent.
Ooh, I got something real quick. So this is from worldhistory.org. And the same thing, like the scriptures were saying, alluding back to how our people took on Egypt, because Egypt embraced that feminist ideology as well. So this is what.
Well, Egypt fell. It is no more. As a matter of fact, Egypt is full of Ishmaelites now. Right. It's not even full of Egyptians. Right. So how did that work out?
And it failed, right? And the same thing happened to Rome, right? So this is worldhistory.org. So this is the conclusion of this long-ass article. It said, Roman society then centered on the family and emphasized the role of the father. Much later, the absolute power of the father would weaken, as many of the more traditional social norms would be challenged and broken down.
Damn.
Unlike their counterparts elsewhere, Roman women would gain a modicum of independence, and their children, or at least the wealthier ones, in which now you can be a lowborn and everybody's independent, right? It says, became free to marry whomever they wished, right? It says, in the latter days of the Republic, many public figures, one of the more notable was Cicero, claimed that the decline in Roman morality and the loss of old established values was a reason for its fall. And that's where we at now. All right, Rome reloaded all over again.
That's right.
The role of the father has been completely diminished, and now that's why everything is out of order, and these women are failing. Hold on, wait, if I may. So I'm gonna get this real quick scripture. All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 3, verse 9. It says, "For the blessing of the father establishes the houses of the children, but the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations."
Yeah, it is.
And that's why everything is all fucked up. That's why these women are losing. All right, that's why you have so many single mothers that are just fucking fake ass damsels in distress. You got all this independence, but you still in distress.
When the shit hits the fan,
this is
all these women, these single women, they really gonna. It's gonna be bad, and the shit is gonna hit the fan a lot sooner than you think. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 11. It says, "Wisdom is good with inheritance, and by it there is a profit to them that see the sun." So wisdom is good, and wisdom is something that's lacking in this society. Completely lacking. All right. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it, man. And so the true wisdom starts with the fear of Yahweh B'Shem Shai. And it's your first defense. It's your first defense. And a lot of these women don't believe in Yahweh B'Shem Shai. They still calling on the name of Jesus. They still calling that C word. That J word. Or they feel after COVID, they felt turned on be let down by the churches, so they turned to witchcraft now.
Right. Yeah, they big on that witchcraft now. That's what they do. It's crazy. And what's crazy that you wisdom. I see this on it says having a sister wife is a benefit to the family. See, these women are completely dumb. For one, me personally, I deal with their situation, but it's more than one streams of income in the house.
Hello.
A lot of you women wouldn't be fucking struggling the way you are.
Stupid.
Big dummy. You wouldn't have to work so hard. You wouldn't have to get that streamiest job. You wouldn't have to work all them fucking hours.
Have all the kids fucking shit on you, just you.
Right. Then you got to think, if you don't want to deal with your man that night, you tired, you got another woman that's gonna keep him satisfied. And guess what? He gonna stay home. He gonna deal with what he got. Hey, when you need a car, let's say the car break down. All of y'all making money. I mean, even if everybody made $15 an hour, that's still $45 an hour. That's still middle class wages.
Ooh.
But our people, our women are so goddamn stupid right now. They don't see the benefit in it. They selfish. Right? But here it is. A woman say, "Oh, I don't want to see." See, the biggest thing I hear is, "Oh, I don't want my kids to see me dealing with a man with multiple women." But here it is, you let your kids see you with multiple niggas.
Stupid.
And that's what it boils down to. The roles are reversed. All right, the woman has to pass the man. The huge uproar about motherfuckers is scoffing Keke Palmer's baby daddy.
Right.
For wanting her to be dressed properly and not all on this man's
Cut all
face.
her ass out.
She
They defended her.
Right.
But they gave Chance the Rapper hell for dancing on the bitch
Right.
in the
Carnival.
The carnival. He got a woman. Wait a minute, he's the fucking man. He can do that. Them bitches at Carnival, they out there.
They hoes, man.
Right, bitch. This is just backwards, man. It's Psalms 82 and 5. All the foundations.
Why you out there doing
right, but then defend her.
Right.
That's what you got to do. You like you fucking simp niggas are the worst, man. You got simp niggas talking about if you go deal with a baddie, you got to expect it. Shut the fuck up, nigga. It don't matter if she was, bro. To them, she is. It don't matter. To them, she is. The point is, that's fucking madness. She's supposed to be a baddie for her nigga.
That's right.
Period.
Bro, it's so, hey, get second.
So if you got a regular woman, she got to be loyal to you on a point. But if you got a baddie, it's okay for her to trick off.
You should expect that she's gonna be approached by other dudes. You should expect she's gonna do baddie material activities, shake her ass, twerk, be on some other man's face. You got the first Corinthians 11.
Yeah.
Get to the point about they shouldn't have their hair uncovered for the husband's sake. This is how serious it is for you to be covered up because you belong to your man. That's what the Lord say, man.
That's right. And I got a couple.
It's 1 Corinthians 11 and 6. For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and the glory of the Most High Power God, but the woman is the glory of the man.
Keep going to 10.
For the man is
12.
for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. For this cause ought the woman to have power on her head because of the angel.
Right. The Lord is so serious about you belonging to your man. When you pray and prophesy, you gotta have your head covered so the angels don't even see what belongs to your man. The angels don't even have sex. They don't lust, they don't go off. But it's so serious with the Lord that you belong to your man that you gotta have your head covered because you belong here. The angels can't even see it, man. Angels ain't trying to pop you.
That's right, bro.
They don't commit adultery. But you belong to him, and the Lord is very adamant about that, man.
Come on, bro. How are we about our women, man? How are we about our prized possessions, man? The Lord said the woman is the glory of the man. All right? So now you sit up there and put it out on Front Street. That's why you women...
Let's talk about hair.
Come on, bro.
Because, look, when you take your hair down, they show it in all the little movies and shit. Well, say like it's a nerd.
That's when she getting 60.
That's
when she getting 60.
That's when she getting sexy. That's your glory. That's why you want to do all that shit for your hair.
Exactly.
That's your glory.
Exactly.
All right, so your man said that's for your man to see.
That's right.
The different hairstyles and shit, that's your glory, man.
The shape of your body. That's why you're supposed to wear those long garments to cover that shit up. We men, we see beyond what you think we see.
That bitch had on a see-through dress.
Yes.
That's it.
That bitch had on a see-through dress.
With her buns out. With her buns out.
With Usher. Yes.
buns.
Yeah, she had her buns out.
Oh, innocent key unnocent Palmer.
Can I hit this
Yeah.
real quick?
Yep.
This First Peter 3, and I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna start at 1 because for the simple fact she was all geeked up in front of another man's face. That shit. Only man a woman's supposed to be geeked up for is her husband.
That's
All right, this First Peter 3, I'm gonna start at 1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your husband, to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, that they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives, which is your conduct. All right, while they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear, whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting of the hair and wearing of gold or of putting on of apparel, but let it be the hidden man of the heart, and that which is not corruptible, even an ornament of meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of the Most High of great price. So what you supposed to be all geeked up about is your man. Let that be your deal. Or I can't wait to get home to see my husband, or she's so geeked up. But guess what? These women had so much
social media bullshit.
Fuck social media. They didn't have so much dick. You know what I'm saying? That they feel like every man is expendable. And then a social media on top of that.
Yeah,
especially
because women that are not even attractive be getting big ups on social media.
Fat,
There's
nasty,
a lot of
crazy.
simps out there.
Yeah.
And you simps are straight 2/3, man.
Crazy.
Right? And you're gonna die the death of the 2/3.
That's right.
I mean,
And I'm not gonna shed a tear for you.
That's
right.
right.
Yeah.
A real man can come to a woman and tell her, I like your all natural hair. I don't like the fake ass cumbrellas. I don't like you shaving off a perfectly eyebrow just to paint on a little piece of shit eyebrow.
Or they'll go tattoo an eyebrow.
Or tattoo an eyebrow.
It's, in Northern Kingdom, they tattoo they shit. It look like they surprised all the time. You see her coming, you turn it around. You think she can see some shit like that. Yeah, they running up on shit.
But that's so selfish. You can tell the woman what you desire, and then the woman cut her shit, put the wig on, change everything, and you be like, baby, I told you, well, it's for me, it's for her.
Hey.
Why you? I'm telling you what I like.
You know
You're
what?
not giving me what I like. You're doing something else different. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what? She wants to keep her options open. Like that one female said, I always got my main guy, but I got another nigga on deck. I got my friend.
Well, that's just this image.
Guess what? It's funny that you say that. Like I said, there was a female out there when I was working, and she took the fucking weave out and pulled her hair out. I'm talking Pam Grier afro, sexy as fuck. Every man that saw her told her how good her hair looked. That bitch wore it for 2 weeks. Even her dude told her that. And the bitch couldn't last more than 2 weeks.
Because
She went
you're
back.
lazy, bro. Because this is another thing that these women are outside that is lazy as hell. They always say it. I get tired. They get tired of doing their hair. They get tired of raising the kids. They get tired of listening to their man. The bitch is Esau Edom. He is embodied the Esau's lazy ass spirit. Esau is lazy.
Oh, you brother been whole scriptures for a long time.
That's right.
Go ahead,
It's,
man.
right here in Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 30. It says, and when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Though thou clothest thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though thou rentest thy face with painting. So you guys can get all beautiful right now, but what about in the time where you're going to get spoiled? All right, because that's coming. That's what was prophesied through the spirit of poverty, Shimei Al-Shai, the creator of the earth.
Trouble, baby.
All right, you have that coming for you. It says, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair. Thy lovers will despise thee. They will seek thy life. And a lot of these women out here that came out in the video, they have one guy that thinks that she's only dealing with him. All right, and when a lot of them
found out,
don't find out, but the ones that do, hey, what do you think they're gonna do when there's no 911?
Yeah.
All right.
There's a lot of these women that make these videos. There's some dude that was popular and thought he was the only one.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden he's like, what? His brother like, bro, check this out.
That's right.
Ain't that your girl?
That's right. The last Skinbone video, he was with Daphne, the little porn star from Chicago, and the whole skit was he didn't know that she was a porn star. He taking her everywhere. Even his father knew she was a porn star. His homie knew. Everybody knew. So
Everybody laughed.
Laughed at him. Hey, but that's going into Jake following after these fucking heathens, man.
Right.
Y'all took hold of this damn Babylon juice and it's fucking you over. You took hold, so speaking of women, when I stick to the topic, you took hold of the feminine spirit. You took hold of this Queen of Heaven spirit. That every man owes you whatever you fucking want in the world spirit. And you took that and ran with. Now you at the fucking bottom, and it's only getting worse. Yeah. Now you're only good for what you put yourself out there as, and that's a slut.
Scum.
You good for
because nobody looks at you in no other way. That's right. And a lot of these simp dudes out there, all right, bro. A lot of these simp dudes out there, a lot of them are into that Kemet spirit, and that Kemet spirit is a complete simp spirit. They're woman worship. Super. All right.
And it's a homosexual spirit too, because you go look at half the guys are homosexuals. All that shit they just fuck that pansexual shit, and that's that Kemet shit too.
Yeah, that's
the Egyptians were known for their weird shit.
Yeah,
they were banging men and banging animals and all
banging alligators.
Yeah, some of the biggest Judite female porn stars all got the Ankh tattooed on them.
Yep.
All of them.
Got the what?
The Ankh.
They got that Ankh tattoo. Hey man, when you see a black woman with an Ankh, whether it be jewelry, whether it be a tattoo, that bitch is going.
That's sexual magic, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is white bitches getting that shit on them now.
Nev Campbell had
I'm seeing a lot of white women with Egyptian.
Yeah.
They get a lot of Egyptian shit.
Yeah, Nev Campbell had that. She had Ankh earrings on.
Yeah, that's that fucked up ass poster that passed through Judah Benjamin Levite camps and whatnot as far as who they are, even though they call themselves Black America, where the motherfucker is leaning down with his shoulders up and the whole world and shit.
And she's sitting on top of the world.
Yeah.
Ended up.
Yeah.
With the moon and the stars. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. She the world where the moon and the stars at.
Absolutely.
Like, damn, what just gave the world? Let's go ahead and bring out your script.
Those are other beaches.
Then they put their trust in the shall understand the truth. Such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. Grace and mercy is to his saints, he hath to care for his elect. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imagination.
Excuse me?
Their own imagination.
So these women who ain't acting right, men telling them how to act, they don't act right. They gonna get punished by their own imagination.
So they gonna get dick down by the dick club.
I got it.
The horrors.
They could be the ones you pick though.
Absolutely.
This Isaiah 30. I got two of them. Isaiah 13 and 16. Their children also should be dashed to pieces before their eyes.
Yes.
All these motherfuckers that you put in your working all your so-called labor, taking other men's money, all right, and giving it to your little nigglets and niggerettas. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. All right, and that word ravish goes into rape. All right, this is the book of Lamentations, the 5th chapter. And this one gets a little bit more specific, letting you know that these Israelite women are going to get ravished too. This is Lamentations 5 and 11. They ravished the women in Zion and the maids in the cities of Judah. And if you go to the 4th chapter, they're going to tell you that what these women are going to be doing with their children in the day of that siege too. This is all coming to the women for the lack of not listening to an Israelite man. That's not listening to your house washing our shy. That's right. And then like every other race says it all the time. You don't see a bunch of Chinese women coming against Chinese men, a bunch of Arab women coming against Arab men, all these other races and nationalities come against their men. But soon you talk about a so-called black man.
They don't speak about it publicly. Right. Because the truth of the matter is, well, they're starting to do it. Edomite women are strongly against their men right now, collectively, right? But you still don't see them making videos, not on the level that the Judite woman does.
Right.
And the same thing with a lot of Asian women. I used to deal with Elam a lot, and I know the Edomite women really don't like Edomite men.
They got it bad.
They don't like Edomite men.
That's right.
All right.
That's why the scripture said.
Like the girl on the TikTok video. She said she likes black guys because they have nice personality.
Yes. made that gesture. Made that gesture too.
This is Lamentations 4 and 10. The hands of the pitiful women have sodden their own children. they were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people. So the Most High says the Lord's going to overturn.
You had that baby to collect, and now that baby's just gonna be your food.
That's right, and because the Lord said
once you didn't really care to love that baby anyway.
Right, because the baby was made out of an adulterous relationship anyway. Majority of these women got 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 baby days.
And adult babies be coming out the mind.
They demons.
I got 2 situations. Boy, the babies are fucking demonic.
Yes.
And what's crazy, even with my daughter was just complaining to me about some things that's going on. So they shunned my daughter for trying to keep her little sister from doing certain things. So my daughter's starting to see the bullshit. You know, I've been dealing with her trying to get her to see it but she's starting to see it for herself now. So the black woman will tell her, "Oh, what's wrong with your hair? Her hair all, heaven." She got a nice, beautiful hair, but they talk shit about it. You know what I mean? But she got the longest hair out of everybody in it, motherfucker. And everybody else got scabs. Here it is. She got this glory, and they scoff her.
But they do, but that's how they do it though. The women, you see all the little kids, they got braids coming down halfway down their back. As soon as they hit around 10, 11, 12, what do you see their mama doing? Take
Cut it off.
to the hairdresser. They're putting the
Burn,
perm in,
cut
putting
it
the
off.
relaxer in, straighten them out. And by the time they're out of high school, the edge is not here, it's right here. And then by the time and in the late 20s, they're not here, it's right here. I just saw a video of a girl, her shit wasn't right here, it was right here, and they braided the back right here, put the weave on top, and now
That's the old bitch at my job like that. Look like Predator again.
You know what I'm saying? Man, I got it over here. I got it.
I gotta take a picture now and put that in group me.
And to be clear, and another thing about it,
absolutely,
that bitch like Predator.
And another thing about the
golden child.
Yeah.
Because he didn't know he had all this photo that the one little small ass ponytail in the back of his head.
And the thing on these children, the scriptures say that the children is going to be a witness against them.
Yep.
So the children, right now, the first nigga woman who had the baby on me, her daughter's a complete demon. I mean, she's a complete demon.
So you talking about a woman who stepped out and had a baby?
Oh yeah, Jenna. Yeah.
She brought in an air by nothing.
Smoked her daddy.
So that's the scripture.
The Lord smoked her daddy. The nigga quadriplegic now, but now she ain't got. Now she just a demonic little girl. So my daddy, well, I ain't gonna speak on that. He kind of raised, and I was like, look, that's not your daughter. Like you treating her like that's your daughter. You don't need to spend no time with your grandkid. You worry about this demonic ass little girl who called my daddy by his first name. She called him.
No respect.
No respect. Hey, look, if you mind your business, why you talking like that? You shouldn't say that. Mommy say you can't talk like that. I'm telling my mama on you. Like look, I'm telling you, but it's worse.
Can pass a man.
It's worse shit than that. And then my daughter, little sister, her sister is twerking and trying to fill on the other little kids.
Twerking.
Yeah, and my daughter trying to stop it. And she said my baby mama tell her, stop telling on her so much. You hating her. So and her daddy say, leave her alone. My daughter gonna grow up to be a bad bitch. It's her father.
No,
the other
Oh.
Man, that's why. Give me that Zachariah.
I got it. No rings out there. I never dropped it. Straight to set.
There you go.
Get Ezekiel 9. And we're going to run it down. We're going to be ready to shut it down.
This is Zechariah 13:8. And it shall come to pass that all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. I will bring the third part through the fire and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. Now 1/3 is those going to be saved.
Those are also the people who call them the name of Yahweh.
As Revelation, the 3rd chapter puts it, man. You kept the word of my patience, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
That's right.
So everybody's going to go through fire one with another. It's either going to be fired by trial, like it says in Sirach 2:1, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare yourself for temptation. Or you're going to go through physical fire. They shall call on my name, like the Muhammad just said, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh is my power. So the 1/3 that we say is going to be those that have faith in Yahweh Shai, that endure whatever's coming their way and kept that faith. Everybody else is going to be toast. All right, beautify yourself, your lovers. Hey, Ezekiel 23 goes into that. Your lovers are about to come put their foot up your ass. Your lovers talking about the nations, man. All right, you about to get fucked over. Hey, you out here slutting it up. All right, guess what? Hey, the Lord finna send them motherfucking UN troops over here.
Slut your ass out.
Them motherfucking Russians, these Chinese motherfuckers, all these different nations finna be in this land, man.
Get ready to get ran through by these foreign dudes.
Slut it out.
Hey, he talks about America.
They gonna be running trains on you and putting cigarettes out on you while they doing it.
That's
Taking
right.
turns.
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. War is vicious, man. Not just the violence, the rape. All right, that's just a big part of it, man. Spoils of war. That you women are exposed part of spoils of war.
That's right.
That's why we call your fucking asses booty.
Yeah,
That's
they
it.
want to see you. They want to see you twerk.
Yeah.
Right. And they gonna smack you and beat you around and treat you. It's
Hey.
gonna be bad, man.
Hey.
He said the course of their actions shall stand in their
And they
the course of their
become
judgment shall
evil
stand in their power.
Yeah.
That Ezekiel, because he said basically they don't want to deal with you how they want to deal with you. And I'm telling you right now, you got to teach them these big booty bitches, chocolate, ice cream, and caramel, and the biggest ass.
All these American women.
all
They going through them. They going through them, man.
Because shoot, snow running around there with cheeks for days. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they
got volleyball players.
So they gonna be running through them. And these foreign troops are gonna have a ball with these American women.
Hey,
What do you Americans call it? The twerks.
they go.
Show me
They,
the twerks.
they go want it where they go want it when they crew is done with her. Don't nobody else want it.
Oh, they gonna kill. They gonna use and abuse and kill them. See, the people don't understand. There shall come a time unlike any other time. The Most High said in Daniel the 12th chapter, what's about to happen is going to be unlike any other time. So you got to go to some of the worst times that we know of.
And then go worse than
You
that.
think there's a trafficking problem now?
Right.
You wait. Look, they're gonna be trading you women like baseball cards.
Nah, baseball cards are worth something.
They're gonna be trading you like baseball cards. They're gonna actually be, and they're gonna write it. Dude gonna be like, they're gonna go a carton of cigarettes to get you 2 women.
Yep.
That's it.
Right?
Absolutely.
They're gonna be doing that, right? Exactly. They're gonna be doing that kind of thing, man.
Yes.
And some of these, and you got your young daughters, they're gonna be getting them too.
Oh yeah. Hey, that's not
Sometimes your boys.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, this happened during apartheid. It's a very famous account. The woman was going into the Edomite troops down there in South Africa, right? They raped her and her daughter, chopped her husband up, raped her on top of the husband's dead body, and let her suck her husband's dead rod. All right? These motherfucking foreign troops, just Esau,
Sadistic.
these are Edomites.
Heathens.
All right, but all these heathens are just weird and crazy,
Sadistic.
but especially Esau, so it's going to be wild out here. And it's prophesied, Isaiah 13, I'm going to start at 12. I'm going to make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than a golden wedge or fair. And that man is talking about the Israelites that we just read about the 1/3 that gets poured through the fire. Therefore will shake the heavens and the earth shall move out of her place, and the wrath of the Lord of hosts and the day of his fierce anger. That's the final destruction. It's going to end with nuclear fire.
Con.
So that's war. And it shall be as the chase road, and as the sheep that no man taketh up, they shall every man turn to his own people and flee everyone to his own land. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Yes.
That's the American way. You got the American mindset. And if you're in America, there's not an Israelite to be saved, you're toast.
That's it.
Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. So the Lord ain't gonna spare their young. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
Ravished.
A big part of war is grapes.
Ravished.
All right.
Gotta get them grapes.
And plus just the all around violence. Some guys just gonna
Well, just grape juice.
And then you got another thing that St. Benji bring it up all the time. You have to deal with that too. You're gonna have an army of incels.
Oh yeah.
An army of them,
especially in America.
that just literally have a hate for women.
Yeah.
All right. You got these weird ass incels, man.
Yeah.
Now all they do is go to the gym, work out, play video games, and practice throwing knives and shooting and firing bow and arrows and shit.
Dorego, what's his name?
So yeah, you're gonna have them guys out there.
There you go.
Right? You're gonna have to deal with them. Let's get that Ezekiel 9 and 4. Read like 1 through 4. We're gonna shut it down. Well, we got it.
Ezekiel 9 and 4.
9, 1 through 4.
I got it. Ezekiel 9. He cried also in mine ears with a loud voice, saying, cause them that have charge over the city to draw near, even every man with his destroying weapon in his hand. And behold, 6 men came from the way of the higher gate, which lieth toward the north, and every man a slaughter weapon in his hand.
A slaughter, real quick. Somebody look up that word slaughter weapon. Get the get it in the Hebrew as well.
I got slaughtered.
Now you just keep reading. Let them get it.
Okay.
Pause. Let them get the definition.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got it in regular English.
Okay.
Slaughter, to kill in a cruel or violent way, typically in large numbers.
Damn. So cruel typically means painful. Because you could put someone to death, you know, like if they behead you, that's a quick painless death. But if they beat you, torture you, rape you, and starve you, and you know, shit like that first.
They call it manslaughter.
Right. Then behead you.
Right.
Right. But then again, it also depends on how they behead you, because I've seen some pretty violent and painful slow beheading.
The blade wasn't quite that sharp.
Like, you know, how when Joffrey said, "Bring me his head."
Right.
You know?
Right.
The blade wasn't that sharp.
You know,
Had to hit it 3 times.
Quick. You don't even feel it. It's a quick death.
Right.
All right. That's the way a beheading is supposed to go. But you know, when somebody's sitting there, you're hitting you nice and slow.
Cartel
They
style.
call it a lowlander sword, but it says replicating surviving museum is a lowlander, or it's called a slaughter sword. It says in the 16th century lowlands claymore, it says these were known as slaughter swords.
Claymore.
Slaughter swords, and at nearly 6 feet in length, these massive swords were favorites among Scottish mercenaries. These mighty Scots, or swords for hire, would wield these swords with an untamed ferocity on the Gaelic battlefields, striking fear into all their opponents. But basically, it's like in mass amounts. They actually call it a slaughter sword because you basically
swing through motherfucker. Yeah, you swing through
motherfucker. You kill the dude and can hit the dude behind him too.
Yeah. That's like Conan.
Yeah.
Like Conan. And whatnot with that long ass blade he had.
That word slaughter in the Hebrew is mapataza.
Perfect.
It says a smiting to pieces and strong. It says a breaking or breaking in pieces. A bruising or breaking in pieces.
Breaking pieces of nations.
Hit him up.
That's literally the Chicago Caps name. But go ahead and finish that Baka shot box.
Okay. A slaughter weapon in his hand, and one man among them was clothed with linen, with the writer's inkhorn by his side, and they went in and stood beside the brazen altar.
Keep going, actually.
Okay.
Go out all the way to 6, actually.
Okay. And the glory of Yahweh of Israel was gone up from the cherub, whereupon he was to the threshold of the house, and he called to the man clothed with linen, which had the writer's inkhorn by his side. And Yahweh said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sighed and that cried for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
You know what? Actually, we're going to go to 10 and then shut it. Yeah, go to 10.
Which means being against this shit, man. Not accepting it. Or you accepting it, you're a willing participant. That's right. Right, we got to cry out against it.
That's right.
And Sirach says, return to the Lord and hate abomination, but vehemently.
That's right.
You motherfuckers are loving this
They
shit.
love it. It's like the woman that,
goes on with the rape.
The adulterous woman that didn't scream out.
That's right.
Right? Because she was actually liking what was going on.
That's right.
So she didn't scream out. She kept it to herself. All right? She secretly, as a matter of fact, she going back to that field at night, walking around in the dark by herself. Like she can't.
I'm by myself, hoping no one finds me.
That's the same.
I got a nice warm blanket with food.
I
brought a horse so I can even yell.
I brought a basket this time.
I hope no one snatches me into the bushes.
I brought a basket.
Oh my same gentleman was still around.
This is Romans 1:32, who knowing the judgment of God, they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. They love to have this as so. All right, and this is and that's the reason why the Lord is going to have pleasure in destroying them. All
Finish it out, Bob.
Okay. It set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
And we're the only ones that's doing that. The only ones. The men of the great millstone and the brothers that teach the likewise doctrine. We're the only ones doing it, man, because man, IUIC and ISUPK, they're not crying out. They trying to they run into Egypt for help. They trying to get along with this.
Right.
All right. They're teaching and pushing a doctrine that's Edomite friendly, that's Babylon friendly, man.
Right.
All right. PC. Okay. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. For all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
And we're waiting for this. We're looking forward to this.
Slay utterly, old and young, both maids and little children, and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary.
Y'all remember that famous video, man, when Apostle Tahar ran up to the camera and said he's gonna be jumping over these Edomites to get you.
Absolutely.
And now we get it. You know, he gonna be doing Sifu flips.
That was powerful when he did that too, man. Because you could see that.
You know.
Yeah, that was powerful because you could see the anger in his face.
The anger. He meant that shit.
He meant that shit.
You know. And now we understand.
And when you sit there and you sigh and you cry,
we get it.
Say, for all the abominations that are going on. And while we sighing and crying, they said they have not lamented, they have not danced, but they have not mourned.
We got that spirit like Jeremiah.
Yeah.
You know, he went from that love area. We all do it. We all went through it. Want to pray for all Israel. Everybody wake up that love. Tell everybody the truth. And now
fuck
you. The Lord put that spirit in Jeremiah. He cut Jeremiah. Man, Jeremiah. And then Jeremiah was like, man, fuck these people.
Fuck them.
After a while, it gets to you, man.
That's right.
And Jeremiah was young, man.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Go ahead, brother.
And began at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. And he said unto them, defile the house and fill the courts with the slain. Go ye forth. And they went forth and slew in the city. And it came to pass while they were slaying them, and I was left, that I fell upon my face and cried and said, Lord, Yahweh, wilt thou destroy all the residual of Israel in thy pouring out of thy fury upon Jerusalem? And then said he unto me, the iniquity of the house of Israel and Judah is exceedingly great, and the land is full of blood, and the city full of perverseness. For they say, Yahweh hath forsaken the earth, and Yahweh seeth not. As for me, also my eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense their way upon their head.
So the Lord is going to send mad violence, man, from and it's going to be in so many different ways. You have the men of the Lord out there that's going to have that download, those new bodies of spiritual power. You're going to have the left head, the evil angels that I spoke about. I think that's what Psalm 78. You'll have different apparitions. Right? I just watched that Cabin in the Wood, man. That's a heavy movie, man. That's a heavy movie, man. Yeah, and they gonna release all all them apparitions and all that wickedness, man. You know, you gotta watch it, brother. Okay. I included it in the lesson today.
It's on Prime.
It's on.
Okay, yeah, shit.
But anyway, hey, with that, we're gonna give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Rakakadash, Abba. Turn the machines on.
Yeah. Yeah.